What's up, you beautiful people? So today we are going to be delivering some pizza. It's Sunday. I work one day a week delivering pizza in this bad rad right here. This is a 2007 Mercury Grand Marquis. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos about the Mercury Grand Marquis, this has definitely seen better days since then, and I'll do an update video on it sometime. There was a lot of really bad paint and there's a lot of peeling paint, but hey, that's okay. But anyway, follow along today. We're going to talk about, is delivering pizza worth it in 2024, 2025? Are you going to be able to make some money? You know, the economy is getting bad. Is delivering pizza the perfect side hustle? And we're going to talk about a way to maximize our tips. So anyway, come along with me for a shift. Let's get this thing done. And I hope you like the video. Hey guys, it's Handy Jeff. And today we're going back to our roots on this one. And we're going to talk about making a little bit extra money. Inflation's killing all of us. And we've got an election coming up. And honestly, it's one of those things that if you're deep in debt, you're going to need to start thinking about getting another job. So I have a side gig. I deliver pizza on Sunday mornings at a local pizza restaurant here in Iowa. Honestly, it's a great extra source of income. It pays for my groceries, pays for, like, you know, going out and doing things, anything that I want to do other than just paying bills. So for me, this is my fun money. That's why I enjoy this job. And it's super easy. You drive around, say hi to people, and, you know, drop some food off, say thank you. Now, inflation's killing all of us. It's one of those things, there's just nothing we can do. Unfortunately, the politicians are in control of that. And we've got an election coming up. As of this recording, it's late 2024, early 2025. Will probably be when you're seeing this. And let's just talk about, can you still make money delivering pizza? And is it a good side hustle? Because sometimes a part-time job is the best side hustle. I'll tell you specifically why this is a great side hustle for me. And it's because I have a spare car. This sweet Mercury Grand Marquis we're in, which I'll give you a little walk around on it and explain why it's a great car. But I'm on my way to my shift. I'm going to take you along for the ride with me today. Let's see if we can make some money. And maybe we don't, because you don't always make a ton of money. I'll keep you updated though, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one. So that's exciting. We're gonna go ahead and go on a little cruise. It's the first delivery of the day. Took a little bit longer than we like it to, but that's okay. Now, something to keep in mind that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to delivering pizza is, you know, the wear and tear on your vehicle, which is why I have a designated, basically like crap box that I use to deliver in. But I've made so much money with this thing, it owes me absolutely nothing, like nothing at all. Now, one thing that's nice that my employer does is he charges a $5 delivery fee. Now, we don't get all of that as the delivery driver. We get $4 of it, which is awesome. And that can really add up, you know, like, granted, right now I've only got one in my car, but the most I've ever left the store with has been 9 at once. And, you know, you think about that, that's, you know, $40 right off the bat. And you're not going to burn $40 worth of gas just delivering pizza in a small town. Or generally, you know, there's multiple different delivery locations for if you're going to work for a franchise and that kind of thing. Now let's talk about, why would you deliver pizza? Well, it's a low impact job, so you're still going to have energy when you get off work. You can leave everything at work. You know, I sell real estate and insurance during the day. And if, you know, a deal's not working out or somebody needs something, that's always on the back of my mind. And there's just nothing I can do to get that out of there. You take that home with you. Whereas delivering pizza at the end of the night, you know, you check out, take your tips, and go home. And you don't think about, oh no, is the cheese in the refrigerator? Like, you don't take anything home with you. So if you are looking for a pretty easy second job, this is great. You know, I've delivered pizza off and on probably 10 years of my life, and there's been good times and there's been bad times. But one thing that I've noticed is the tips normally stay about the same even if you're in a recession, because I first started delivering pizza at the height of the 2008-2009 financial crisis. And when I was doing that, I was making, $60 to $90 a night plus my hourly wage. And that's another thing that we need to talk about. But we'll wait till after we get finished with this delivery to talk about it. Woo! Hey guys, it's Handy Jeff here, and I am going to interrupt the video real quick to tell you about something that pertains to delivering pizza or just driving around in general and saving money, and that is Upside. Upside allows you to get cash back on anything that you purchase from gas stations that are partners. If you do use Upside, and I do, I'm going to show you my earnings here in a second. All you have to do is claim an offer, shop as usual, and you get cash back. And if you use my referral code, this isn't sponsored by the way. If you use my referral code, you get $10 and I get $10 the first time that you use it. But let me show you on my Upside app just how much I've earned. You can see here that my lifetime earnings is $232.74. And if I make another 2 purchases this month, I get another 10 cents a gallon bonus. As you can see, I actually have $5.66 balance right now, but all you have to do is go in here, search for a good offer in your area. As you can see, this Conoco over on Mount Pleasant Street is worth 16 cents back per gallon of gasoline on regular. All you have to do is hit claim, and after you claim it, you just gotta input your card information and go make the purchase. The good news is you don't have to deliver pizza to get the cash back. You can use this anytime. I use it on my day-to-day commute, when I'm delivering pizza, when I'm riding my motorcycle, when I'm driving places to look and sell and buy real estate, or if I'm going to a business as an insurance agent. I use Upside all the time. Pretty much if I'm on a road trip, I will take a detour just to get an Upside bonus. So sorry to interrupt the video, but make sure you check out Upside. Once again, the link in the description is my offer code. It's a referral code, and you will get $10 for signing up. I also get a $10 kickback the first time that you use it. So hey, let's get to saving some money, because saving money is making money, baby. Well, unfortunately, that was a stiff, but that's okay. You win some, you lose some, and even if we're not starting out strong, that's okay, because we made $4 off that. Now, granted, I do have, fuel costs and that kind of thing, but it's not the end of the world. Now we're just gonna cruise on back to the store. Okay, so while we are on the way back, we're gonna talk about income streams. So delivering pizza, you actually get 3 different types of income. And one of them is a solid, so that is your hourly rate. I make $7.50 an hour, and to be honest with you, it's just kind of a cool little bonus. Like when I came into work today, I've been off for a couple weeks because we had things going on. I had 2 paychecks because we get paid twice a month, and one was for $75, and the other one was like the 35 or whatever. And that's awesome because that's money I wasn't expecting. I forgot that I even had money coming because, like I said, this is a side hustle for me. And for us, all of that is just hourly wage. I generally only work 5.5 or so hours a week. Like I said, it's only Sunday mornings. And sometimes I'll stay longer or fill in if they need me to, but generally I have other stuff going on. So you've got the 3 income sources. You've got your hourly rate, you've got your delivery charge that we've already talked about, the $4 per delivery that you take. And yeah, some of that is offset by gas and maintenance on your car, but when you drive, something that's reliable, that's really not that big of a deal. The $4 will fill my tank multiple times if I'm gonna, need to fill the tank on this off just delivery money. And then your 3rd stream of income is tips. When you tip a pizza delivery driver, they love that because a lot of times in cash, it doesn't necessarily get reported to the IRS. Not saying I do that, But it is one of those things that, you know, it's nice to have extra spending money, and that's honestly what I use my tips for. My tips are ice cream and grocery money. We like to go eat ice cream a couple days a week and get it from Dairy Queen. And so honestly, it's ice cream money, it's entertainment money. You know, if we want to go out to a bar or go out to eat or something, that's what I use the income from delivering pizza for. Now, if you're in debt and you need extra money, there's absolutely no reason why delivering pizza shouldn't be on your radar. Okay, well, once we make it back to the office, or the store, as you would call it, hopefully I'll have another one. If I don't, I do still have a little bit of prep work to do, which is stuff that you do at the beginning of every shift. And then we will wait on another one. I will continue to keep you in the loop, and we will talk about another thing on the next delivery. Until then. Handy Jeff out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we seem to have another order. So that's good news. This one is super close to where we are going we are leaving from. So honestly, it's gonna only be a couple minutes. So let's talk about another reason why you would want to potentially deliver pizza. It's super flexible. You know, with my company, if I'm gone for a month, they don't care. You know, they have enough people to cover, and it's very low barrier to entry. So if they don't have enough people to cover, they could probably find somebody who would want to work and make a little extra dough. Something else that's great is it's not normal hours. You know, they're night hours. I do work a Sunday morning shift because that's when I know I'm available, but I don't go into work until 10:45, and I generally only work until 4 o'clock, 4:30, somewhere in there, depending on if I'm on a delivery at the very last. And, you know, I work for a smaller pizza company, so my particular store only has one driver on. So if you call and you order pizza from here, you get me, and I have my own regulars that call and order only when I'm working, which is pretty awesome. Well, let's go deliver this pizza, and then I'll come back and chat with you a little bit on the way back, because like I said, I'm already almost there, and I'm gonna make $4 off the delivery charge for this one. Okay guys, just finished with that delivery, and let me tell you, that's one that's worth it. There's $8 right there in cash, and we still get the $4 delivery charge. So that delivery that is literally 0.6 miles away from the store down, it's literally 2 turns, was worth $12. So you win some, you lose some, and that evens us out. So now we're averaging, let's see, we got 12, the other one was 4, 16. We're averaging $8 a delivery right now. Let's hope there's more when we get back to the store. But I just wanted to share that with you because, yeah, you don't always win, but then generally right afterwards, you have a win coming right after that loss. All right, everyone. So on the bright side of things, I had another order that I didn't film because it was regular. And he never tips. It's just one of those things that you know that when you're going there, you're not making any extra money. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, that's another $4. And now, pardon the mess of the car, but I've got 2. So that's another $8 in delivery charges. And I haven't even moved from a full tank of gas on my car, so I have no idea how much gas I've actually burned. Although it would have been fun to find out. So on the way to this one, I figured I'd talk to you a little bit about why would I deliver pizza when we're in this world of DoorDash and everything else, Postmates, and depending on where you live, there's Uber Eats and that kind of thing. Well, in my area, DoorDash is the only thing, and it is extremely saturated. Because of that, it just doesn't make sense for me. It could make sense for you to just do DoorDash because you can set your own schedule, go do it for a couple hours after work. But when you're doing DoorDash, you also have to keep track of your mileage. You have to, maintain a business essentially because you're 1099, which I do for three other businesses. So I don't do DoorDash. I've done DoorDash before. You can see a few of my videos. And honestly, here you just don't make any money, and that's what kind of sucks. Now, if you're in an area where the getting's good, give it a shot. But what I like here is that, I can go in and I'm guaranteed to basically make $40. And that's just my hourly rate, even if I don't take any orders or anything like that. And I don't know how many more orders I'll get today. Something also worth mentioning is to talk about perks. So, some jobs come with their own perks, like you get a discounted phone bill, that kind of thing. Generally, when you work at a pizza place, and I've worked at a few, you get a little bit of free food. There are mess ups that you're not just going to throw away when there's hungry people. There are also places, I've worked at another location that would actually give you a free little pizza or a cheese stick or something like that when you're getting off work. And, granted, that seems small, but it's kind of huge because if you're looking to save some money and, use a second job as a side hustle, every bit counts. And so that free food, it's a bit of a perk because, if there's mess up pizza right before you go home, you might be able to take it home to your family and feed them. And now you're saving money for an entire meal. Well, guys, the old Grand Marquis worked on that one. Part of the reason why I use this car particularly is because it looks like crap, but it runs great. That order was $30.12, and she gave us $40, and I pulled my bag out to start giving her some change, and she looked at my car, looked at me and goes, "No, just keep it." So that was $9.88 that for a tip. So that particular delivery was worth, almost $15, which is awesome. And, that's just part of the game. Is let's talk about maximizing tips. If you have multiple vehicles, don't drive the flashy one. I've done a delivery video in my Cadillac that I used to own, which I don't any longer, but I used to deliver, and it was a 2018 Cadillac CTS, and I wouldn't make tips like I make in the Grand Marquis. But there's other little things you can do, like being courteous and kind, and people will get to know you because you'll have your regulars. So something I like to do, a lot of people order with a credit card. Instead of just saying, "Hey, I need a signature here," say, "Hey, can I have your autograph? Top copy's mine, bottom one is yours." I stack the receipts so that they're good to go. And if you do just little quirky things like that, people love that. And, say, "Hey, how are you today?" And then you start to learn people's last names or first names, depending on what they give you. And, you just be friendly and say hi. And, your customers are people too, and they want to be treated like that. And one of the superpowers that a lot of people don't realize in sales is to be able to call somebody by their first name. Now, pizza, you're delivering pizzas and sales. No, it is. You're selling your services to be able to essentially get a tip. It's no different than bartending or waiting tables, and I think both of those are highly not regarded that they're sales, but they are, and I've worked both of those positions as well as sales positions. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm on the way to the next delivery. I will report back after I end up getting that one figured out, and we'll see where we're at on after that delivery. I'm pretty excited. I'm having a good day. Like I said, I've been gone for a couple of weeks, and I'm just really enjoying driving around. And the weather's changing. You get to enjoy a day where you can just drive around with your windows down. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. You just got to enjoy the little things while you can. All right, so that one was worth probably another $3 tip, something like that. So we'll see what we end up with. I've got about 45 minutes or so left on my shift, and maybe I'll have another one, maybe I don't. We'll see what ends up happening. But man, for just such a low impact thing, this is a pretty good gig, you know? Like, yeah, could I go bartend someplace and make more money? Most definitely. But bartending is one of those things that when it's busy, it's hard. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind a job that's hard. I work a lot of hard jobs. I just was looking for something that's a little bit extra supplemental income, and it's relaxing. You know, even when it's busy here, it's, you know, much easier than even like a Tuesday night at a bar when you're bartending. So if you're thinking about getting a second job, and the shifts are way shorter, not the shorts are way shorter, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway, we'll see what ends up happening. I will come back when I have more information. Oh guys, got another one. Literally just walked in and already had one waiting. So now I am on the way to deliver this bad boy. And you know, we've already went over pretty much all of the tips and tricks and things like that. So I'm just gonna deliver this, then go back to the store. My shift will be close to being over then. I might have another one. If I do, I'll report back, but we'll deliver this little guy and we'll see where we end up at the end of the day. And you know, it's gonna be completely up to you on if it's worth it to deliver. But you know, just keep in mind, you do have costs, you have gas, you have, you know, wear and tear on your vehicle, you have mileage, that kind of thing. I have no idea how many miles I've put on this Grand Marquis because it's got a burnout cluster. So if you look, like, you can't tell how many miles are on it. So that's one thing. You know, with this being such a cheap car, it doesn't bother me to drive around in it. Now, if you own a luxury car, it's probably not worth it. But that's just something to keep in mind. Yeah, more things are going to break because you're using your car more, but that's to be expected. It'd be just like if you were Ubering or anything like that. There's going to be more wear and tear. Anyway, guys, we'll see you when I get finished for the day, and we'll reconvene. We'll go over what totals and everything are, and like, you know, how much I made from my hourly wage, how much I made from my, you know, delivery charges, and how much I made in tips. And you know, I think today's going to end up being a pretty good day, and it'll buy groceries for the next week at least. So that's great, and that's the whole point of me working this extra job. It's easy grocery money, baby, easy grocery money. But that's the thing. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down below in the comments. I would, you know, love to have a little just talk with you guys about, you know, is there a better side hustle out there? I don't really know. I really don't. This is just one of those things that I've enjoyed doing my entire life, such as driving around, and you might as well get paid for it. Because if you're good at something, you should always get paid for it. But anyway, guys, I'll come back here in a little bit. All right, guys, it's the moment that you guys have all been waiting for. How much money did we make today? Well, we ended up taking 6 deliveries, okay? A couple of them were stiffs, a couple of them were really good tips. We took 6 deliveries, which is $24 in delivery fees. We made $46 in tips for a total of $70. And then you got to add our hourly wage in there as well, which comes out to working only 5 hours or 5 1/4 hours, so 5 hours and 15 minutes. At $7.50 an hour, that's $39.37 for a grand total of $109.37 or $20.83 an hour. Now that is before taxes, but you got to pay taxes on any income you make. So let me know down below in the comments. Is this something that you're interested in? Do you think you would deliver pizza for that much money? It's something that, you know, like I said, you got to think how much easier of a job it is than a lot of other things. Is this something you're interested in? Are you going to deliver pizza? Because if you are, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, we normally talk about fixing things and, real estate, that kind of thing on this channel, self-sustainability, homesteading, and, sometimes you just got to make a little bit of money, so you might as well deliver some pizza. But if you like that kind of stuff, hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, we'll see you in another video. Handy Jeff, out.